Good morning. Thursday, January 18th. We are on. We are live. I'm just here spitting, talking, as they say, right? Just a little out of breath right now. Got my workout in. It wasn't as bad or tough as I thought it was going to be. Every morning I do these workouts, right? But it's still a level of, you know, a grit that's involved with just getting up and getting your workout in. No matter how many exercises, sets, reps, difficulty, you gotta get up and get it right. So yeah, so what I've been up to, I've been all over the place. I've been trying to write articles, blog posts for my website. I got another one up. I'm gonna have to put that on the schedule. I've been watching YouTube videos of how to be a better YouTuber and present myself. Um, then I've been working slowly, getting my listings up. So the next part is the pictures. I think I will go to the shop. I'm thinking, I told the inspector Monday, but more than likely, I will let her know that, hey, Monday's not it. I'll just go Saturday and get it done and keep it pushing since I'm not ready yet anyway. And I actually talked to a human from Amazon, which is cool. It's actually pretty cool. And she's going to be my help me get my listings up type of thing person, which is great because I do need help. For the most part, it's not that critical. They Amazon does have a lot of material, but sometimes it's kind of wonky or the way it's presented, it doesn't make as much sense as it should, but it's also really good to have somebody that can point you in the right direction. You can ask questions, and I have her for about 90 days. So that's going to be interesting. I know they want the listings up so they can start to make more money off of me. But hey, I want to make money off the platform too. So that's where all of this is right now. Yep, I'm yawning. So yeah, what is going on with me? No topic today, as you can tell. Let's talk about YouTube. I wrote a script or an outline of a video that I will be editing later today. And yeah, I actually did the video yesterday. I did a couple takes. They didn't come out well. But before I actually did the take, I did a podcast just as a rehearsal. And I really liked the way that one came out. And I think the reason why it came out a lot better than the actual YouTube video that I filmed was because I'm comfortable behind the mic, not comfortable in front of a video camera. Because I know that I'm going to present it to people that are going to watch me. Yes, they're going to hear my voice, but they're going to watch me. And that is scary. And I did hear one person mention or say, which it was all about saying or stating that pretend that you're talking to a best friend about the things that you know. That did help. So we'll see how it will work when I go into the next step of video career. But I believe it will get better. I will understand more about what I'm doing, how I'm presenting things, looking into the camera, pronouncing my words correctly, making sure there's no like crap on my face too. So yeah, so plenty of things to learn. It's a very humbling experience. And I know that as I keep at it, it's going to get better, especially as long as I try to get better and take criticism and learn and do more teaching and all that stuff. So yeah, so that's what is going on with that. But this year, how's this year going so far? It's mid-month. Things are moving rapidly. We had a little winter storm. Pipes were supposed to freeze over, which I guess they kind of did the first night. But we also moved a couple of stuff around the house. Like we put our 75-inch TV on the mantle where the fireplace is, and looks, there's still some time to adjust to it, but that's fine, you know. Moving things around, adjusting. I got the garage in order, moved more things around. I did get some more bags to come in. My final bags, the sample bags, they look crispy. I don't know what it is really, but I think if it's smaller, if the bag is smaller, it looks better. On the large, on the large, on the large 2 pound bags, it looks big. It looks impressive, but it almost looks too big. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain it, but I think my favorite bag is the is a 12-ounce bag. It has just the right amount of information on there. So all these are lessons learned, and we'll keep it pushing. But we do have what we need in order to do the things that we need to do. So to speak. So things are moving this year, and I'm liking the transparency that I'm understanding what's in front of me. If that makes any sense, right? I don't think it does, but to you. But to me, it does make sense. Putting myself out there more, trying to understand what I need to do, what I have to do, and even the things I, don't want to do, but I have to do. I guess that's the same thing being an adult, right? I think that's what that is more so than anything. But let's go back to YouTube and comfortable in front of a camera. It's going to be a interesting journey. I'm looking forward to me getting better in front of the camera, and I think it's going to help out quite a bit as I practice more in front of a camera. And I have to pretend or tell myself that I'm going to submit this to YouTube, even though certain things I'm not going to. But I have to say that I'm going to submit this to YouTube. So I need to be able to just talk freely, communicate effectively, be vulnerable, but also not so much one dimensional, one note. Because, here's the thing. We go through this all the time in our lives, right? We're really comfortable around our family. And as you get older, you start to get more comfortable around peers, like at work. You're cool with friends. You're more yourself. But then when you start to talk to strangers, especially when they don't know anything about you, and they can comment from afar about you, it's the same thing. It's the same type of, we don't feel comfortable type of feeling. So it's going to take time to get to the place where it will make sense. And I'm looking forward to understanding more so what that is. And the journey is not straight, right? It has many bends, sometimes uphills, and then you have those blind downhills that you just didn't realize what was going on, right? So yeah, so being comfortable, be vulnerable. Did I say that correctly? I probably didn't, but yeah. So that's where I'm at with a lot of this stuff, to really get to the point of the discovery part. And there's so many things that are on my list that I need to do, that I want to do, but I have to work smartly. I need to be effective with the approach that I go about this. And I think that's going to help out tremendously in this. So, you think that was a dud of an episode? It kind of is, but I still showed up, right? It still counts for something. And that is where I'm at with a lot of this stuff. You know, just showing up. Showing up does matter, you know? So I did get some coffee out to one of the guys that was a part of my mastermind group at first. It was pretty cool. And this lady, I think she was supposed to be a part of it, but it's all good. I'll probably more than likely reach out to her one more time. But other than that, I'll leave her alone. But he's been helping me out quite a bit. And it's been cool to get that instant feedback to understand what's going on. And then get there to the point of like, oh, this is what we're doing. This is how I'm getting better. And, I really don't do that. I am a self assessor. I can be critical and honest with myself quite a bit. But something about having somebody who doesn't know anything about you give you feedback is really a humbling experience. It's really cool to be there, be mindful, and to understand what needs to get done. So yeah, so that's where we're at with this. Learning, growing, and getting better. And that's the thing that I know I will get better at, and it's going to help out in other things too. You know, I believe me doing these podcasts a couple times a week has allowed me to get better in situations, talking to people, very comfortable, right? Especially the people that I'm comfortable with, even the people that I'm not, but being able to pronounce myself to mean what I say, and to be more so impromptu, right? So yeah, so before we wrap this one up, let's go ahead and talk about coffee. Coffee. I roasted the Kenyan coffees, a medium roast and a dark roast, uh, a little over a week ago. It's been almost 2 weeks actually, and it's time to taste it. So I will more than likely use that as a episode podcast or whatnot. We'll go ahead and grind it up, talk about it, smell it, taste it, and then analyze it, right? And then see what we're dealing with. See and then explain to people what you taste and why it matters, and in a way that you're gonna go about uh making it better. And then we'll go from there. Curious to see how the dark roast comes out. The medium roast, I'm kind of whatever. It is what it is. That's kind of the thing or the theme with Kenyan coffees or African coffees is that they tend to be a lot better as a dark roast. They're more interesting, which I don't know. I don't necessarily think that's bad, but that's kind of the state of coffee. May have to talk about that relatively soon about, you know, trying to find the dodo bird in coffee because it's not as good as it was years ago. And I'm trying to find that perfect cup of coffee and I can't find it, you know? Probably it's the producer I'm using. Probably it is what it is. And it is something that I understand to be what it is. And it's going to only get better as I understand the problems and the reasons why things are what they are, you know? So yeah, the coffee, the Kenyan coffee. So yeah, we'll see how that works and all that good stuff. And we're gonna have fun with that. And I will make another outline, more so to keep me going and honest and let me to understand that this is what it is and this is how it's going to get better. And and this is what I do all the time so I can have a repeatable system. That's all I'm really doing. I'm trying to develop a system in order to be creative. Because if you have a system, then you will understand what's going on with what is in front of you, what you have to do, your agenda, and all that good stuff. So, yeah, so that's more so what we're working with, rocking with. And yeah, so we'll talk about the coffees more so on Sunday. I may do some video stuff on Saturday with this coffee. So that'll give me enough time to talk about what we need to talk about for the video. And then I'll let you know the conclusion outcome of that stuff, you know? But yeah, so that's what we got going. It's going to be fun times for everybody, for me too.